Good to see everyone back here. This time we're in Leicester, LFN6, presented to you by myself, Jolie, Kieran, Shanahan. Very good to see you. We have a huge main event. Connie Grace, her 18th birthday, is looking for the biggest win of her career, I think it's fair to say. But we have a great card. It's good to see you here. You looking forward to tonight?
I'm buzzing. And I'm buzzing to see a lot of the old LFM fighters here. You know, we got Chamberlain as well in the main card. Very exciting fighter against Henry.
Yeah, Henry Homer.
So I think the card is stacked, but every Leapfrog card I've been at recently has been. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm liking to see familiar faces on the card.
Absolutely. I think we should stick with the co-main event for a second. I want to get your thoughts on Alex Kenton, a win for him and a fight with Mark Campbell. There's a lot on the line for him. That Scouser in the co-main event is going to be looking to put on a show.
He is, and the thing is, because all the stuff online, especially as you said with Mark Campbell, that has the makings of a great fight. But tonight, this is almost like his right to earn that fight. Yeah. You know, he had his fight back after a bit of time off in the last Leapfrog show. Looked stylish, looked well, handled the pressure well. Yeah. But now levels are going to go up, and it's time to see his level go up in this one tonight and see where it takes him.
What do you think about that main event?
Do you know what? I've been obviously commentating on a lot of the Leapfrog shows recently, and I've seen Connie's growth and seen her grow within the game, in the A-class game especially. I think she's going to be slippery and she's going to be hard to handle. You know, she had a lot of pressure on herself going into the Madrid fight, the last one. Unfortunately, that was cut short. Yeah. However, she was not nervous. She was unfazed, you know. And Vasquez, I'm very interested to see what her game plan is for this fight. See how she's going to come at the fight with Connie, because Connie's got so much high energy in there. You know, she can go anywhere in the fight. Yeah. Especially going into the A-class, we thought, will she be able to clinch? Will she be able to elbow? So, yeah, I'm just buzzing to see how it goes. But for me, I think with the trajectory Connie's on, it's looking like her way. How are you feeling about it?
I'm looking forward to that. I think she's on a great trajectory, as you say, but she's up against a tough fighter in Pilar Vasquez. I think she's hungry. She's in and around fighting. Her husband's a fighter, a champion as well with Leapfrog. So she's no joke. She's no unexperienced fighter. For Connie, I keep mentioning this, her 80th birthday, she's so young, still experience to be gained. And she's going to have to put her best foot forward tonight.
And as well, watching the stare down, Vasquez was hungry for it. Yeah. And the thing is, that's where I'm interested in seeing where it's going. I don't want to talk too soon, but that's what we're here to do. Yeah. But it's going to go dominant on one side, I think. Okay. So someone's going to take it from round one. And
we're going to have to wait and find out a little bit later. You can tune in for 2 of the fights on TalkSport. That's going to be exciting. But for the entire card, of course, on Leapfrog Fight TV 2. We will catch you shortly for the first bout of the evening.
This is a 57 kg junior Thai fight, ladies and gentlemen, to be contested over 3 1.5 minute rounds. In the yellow corner, out of Team USF, make some noise for Medad Andami. In the red corner, fight out of Titanium, make some noise for Rio Boland.
Okay, we're underway here. First bouts of the evening. 2 young lads.
Rio versus Mehrdad. Terrible at pronouncing some of these names, though.
Good to see you here, Kieran. Looking forward to a big night.
Very much so. 16 fights on the card.
Yeah.
So a lovely amount of fights to go. We got 2 fights then on TalkSport.
Yes.
So yeah, buzzing for it. But these 2 young lads have kicked off.
Fast start,
straight away. So if you're at home watching, this is body shield Thai boxing, so they cannot strike to the head. But as you can see, they can go straight to the body and work to the legs as well.
Good way to gain experience at a young age, you think?
It is. I'm to and from with it. I think it's good because it gets them fighting each other and it breaks the barrier of, say, if you're scared of fighting. But for me, it's the punch into the body. When you then go to the next level of amateur and you start getting punched in the face, you've been doing a lot of training with hands down by your chest. So it has benefits.
It has its flaws too.
Exactly.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But as well, it's a great way to keep them protected at a young age, and they're not getting mad whacks to the head. You know.
Definitely. What are you seeing from both guys so far?
So I've seen a lot of work from red corner.
He just hit him in the head twice.
So I've seen a lot of work from red. A lot more of a lot more of a slower start from yellow, but they are 1.5 minute rounds. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot to be put in them 1.5 minutes.
I think sometimes just by way of naturally sparring, I'm not sure if they spar like this in preparation for this kind of fight, but he accidentally hit him in the head a couple of times there. Difficult sometimes to keep it below the
it's
the
hard
head.
for them as well. Like you know what I mean. They're fighting away, shots are going, and it's easy a shot land to the chin. But I think a couple of warnings, they can get a point taken off as well. So they do need to screw on with the accidental shots to the head.
Yeah, 3 2-minute rounds, so not a long fight, but both guys obviously wanted to get experience, maybe more than the win. Obviously, the win's always important, but.
To be fair, at this age, it's all about numbers. Just getting as many fights as you can. And to be honest, like, you've travelled around the world, seen some massive fights. Yeah. Whatever fight you win or lose, you're only as good as your last performance, so you're always going to want to get better. Yeah, for sure. Especially at a young age, before you go pro, before you have a record that matters, literally all it is about is experience. Yeah. As you know as well, like, it's at this stage of your career, you'd rather learn and lose than win and not. I think that's really important to do so. Oh, lovely catch and sweep from the yellow corner. Yeah, it does accidentally happen quite a lot. And you can see they're both game, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they're coming forward. They're both in there wanting to fight and put on a show for their family and friends. Yeah. So Rio showing a bit better clinch technique there. Lovely, he's had a great turning. So what Andami needs to do a bit more of is plant his stance a bit more. He's in that clinch. Oh, he just gave his back a bit too easy. That's a big score for Rio. Who do you have winning at the moment? So just from seeing this second round, the first round was very much 50-50. They're both trying to gauge each other, but Rio seems to be taking away more with the control of actual Thai boxing, you know, coming in with the clinch and the exchanges there. Yeah. I think the problem is now Andami is finding himself a bit stuck. As you can see, he's looking to the ref a lot. You know. He got a good sweep there off the back. A lot more active. Ooh. I just remember me first time walking out, being around their age and thinking, am I able to do this? You see all the pros on the top stage doing it, you think, wow. Yeah, this is a great stage for them to have their early fights on, you know. I agree. I think in terms of the pressure of a fight as well, it's good to not have the headshots at this early stage of your career, just so you can work on other things and build yourself in other ways before it gets to the otherwise big they end leagues. Up coming as ditzy as I am at this age, you know. Yeah, learn from the best, these young lads. Stuff. It's amazing when you look at, say, for any viewer here that is new to the sport and you're just logging in for the first fight, and you look at fights in Thailand, see how young they are going in there fighting A class. I mean, they don't know any other class but A class, you know. And but obviously that comes a lot of sad stories from that as well, cutting weight at young ages. I mean, I read one of them before, you know, they're going into cars to cut weight in the heat and then fighting full Thai rules in the night time. Scary thought, but it's good to see that they're doing it safely here at Leapfrog. Oi, big slam. Just looking up the card here, some exciting fights on this undercard, and we're going to be bringing them to you pretty quickly as well. They're not long. All of these are 3 2-minute rounds, so
back-to-back-to-back non-stop Muay Thai for about the next hour or so, couple of hours, and then we head to the main card, which will also be on TalkSport 2. Or 2 before the main card on TalkSport, and then we head to the main card.
Got some big gyms. Got K-Star Legacy. Big gym name here in the UK.
Titanium as well. But this is a back and forth fight. Both lads have been good in areas.
So Andami now is standing his ground a bit better. Looks like Rio is starting to get a little bit tired.
Yeah, you can see that later in this fight. He has slowed down a little bit. He had that good second round.
So that sweep there, as you've seen, where he got his foot hooked like that, that's actually illegal in Thai boxing. You have to go front of the shin and sweep boot to boot. But it was just at the end of the round there, it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
Yeah.
But when you're spotting these little things with sweeping, catching kicks, trained at many people before, they try and judo sweep you or something like that, you know, or try and go back of the heel towards you.
Having a party here in the back of the studio. Good first fight. Kicking off the night with some back and forth action. I think both lads will be proud of themselves there.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision, and the winner in the red corner, Rio Boland. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an N-Class 67.5 kg contest to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of White Bear, make some noise for Philippe Walczak! Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Shire Kings, make some noise for Riley White!
Here we go. Fight number 2. We got Riley White in the red corner versus Philip Walczak in the yellow corner. How are we looking with this one, Joe?
I'm excited. Headshots allowed in this one, so let's get into it. The night truly starts to begin.
So this should be under C-class rules, Thai boxing. So what that entails for everyone at home is full Thai boxing, but no knees to the head and no elbows to the head. So 2 young, hungry young lads though. They look very focused there in the corners.
Both coming straight out the gate, throwing hell for leather.
Lovely. 2 big right hands landed by each of them before going into the clinch there. Lovely turn by Philippe.
What stage of their career would you say they're at fighting C-class?
So this is very early. This would be, so body shields would be under 16 as far as I'm aware. Oh, he gave his back way too easy there. That's a big score for Philippe. I'd say these lads probably be at their 16 years of age, 15 years of age. But you never know what young lads nowadays, they could be 20 for all I know. You know?
Quite a scrappy start, but exciting to watch. Almost falling over the ropes there.
It's that first round. That first round at these levels are usually quite crazy.
All that adrenaline.
Big left hook, rocked him, but he's shaking his head. Lovely knee up the back by Philippe. Riley'd want to keep them hands a bit tighter now, because I think Philippe knows where that right hand needs to go. Ooh-wee.
Riley, you can tell, come into this with a lot of adrenaline. That first round, there's always a lot going on in the mind.
Of course, and Philippe is ticking the necessary boxes. When he's on the outside, he's landing established hands. When he's in the clinch, he's maintaining them knees. He's keeping that busy. Riley's just getting overcut now at his knees.
Philippe's been hit there in a place he did not want to be. Exciting fight, first round though.
Be interesting to see how Riley... Oh, great push kick. There we go.
Fantastic. You can see them both breathing heavily, leaving it all out there. Great end to the first round for Philippe Walczak.
That was a great time shot by him, which I think he got. In the second round, you're going to see Philippe fight a bit more different now. So you were seeing Riley coming forward the whole time. So you can capitalise on that. Good straight shots, great big push kicks.
What do you think Riley White needs to do in this second round then?
He needs to be more creative with his shots and not just be coming forward hungry. You know, you've seen there just by the end of that first round, Philippe had caught him with a bit of a left hook. Riley's shaking it off with his chin, which is grand for the first couple of shots. But after a while, you start getting into that forward momentum. Absolutely. And you don't start thinking clearly of the scoring that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. How do you think he can get that mindset of thinking about the scoring then?
By either learning by another shot again or listening to his corner. He should be listening to his corner really well now, and I hope he has, and he's not let the noise of everything block that out, you know. Because with Thai boxing, like every martial art, it's a big scoring card is involved, but it's even more so in this sport because you've got so many weapons on the feet. I see what I mean. Wow. Again, he come forward, he landed that right in the...
Just as you said.
Look at the hand. See, that's what I'm saying, he hasn't listened to the corner.
Wow, he's staying forward there unguarded.
Philippe is picking his shots.
But a nice left.
Still not out of the fight. Now you'd like to imagine these shots have woke him up now when they separate. It looks a bit wobbly though.
Yeah, not on steady legs. I think the issue with these fights as well is that he only has 6 minutes to work.
Very short.
2 minutes to learn from, and then you're already almost down.
Now if I was Philippe now, if I was in his corner, I'd be saying whack his leg a little bit, whack his leg a little bit, start getting the attention down below, because at the minute now Riley knows he wants to hit him in the head.
Already halfway through the fight now, Riley needs to do something, act fast if he wants to win this fight. He is finding some good shots on the inside. Not the cleanest work.
He's still staying on his feet and he's still holding that fight, so he is not out of it.
Yeah, he's leaving himself open for shots.
Fair play to him. Most young lads would have taken that shot and it would have wobbled him for an 8 count. He stayed on his feet. He's now starting to be creative a bit, but he's breathing heavy from that belly.
Yeah, we're not going to be questioning his heart, I think it's fair to say.
He needs to step to his right and get out of that corner.
Yeah, it's that jab and then followed by the right hand.
Great shot by Philippe.
Really nice knockdown there. I mean, you could see with the double jab there, he was feeling it, but he allowed him to get hit with a third shot, and when it's a straight right down the pipe, that is not going to be a nice wake up tomorrow morning. So
for now, fair to say, we say Philippe is taking away this fight so far. However, there is one more round left. And you know, Joe, in this fight game, a lot can happen in one round.
For sure. I think we've seen, if it can happen in any fight, it's this one here. Both guys are leaving themselves pretty open at times. So let's see, third round and all to play for here. Riley has a lot of work to do though.
They're two young lads that they look like they do love training. They do love being in the gym, do you know? Because not one of them have taken a step back. Granted, Philippe is on the back foot a little bit, but he's hitting, he's working. He's not letting the fight, seeing the round he's had there, he never slowed down.
Yeah.
Do you know? And that's what's great to see.
I think what Riley needs to do in this third and final is just what we have seen in both rounds is the toughness. I think
Yeah.
he needs to use that, and he might get caught with some more shots for using this strategy, but just make sure he's throwing everything at him.
That jab is working lovely by Philippe. Right hand again.
If he can evade some shots, which is not looking like he can, then the fight will continue, but it's close to being finished here.
See, when he's getting the mad volume of shots there, he needs to think a sort of knee or throw his own straight right down the middle, tuck the chin. But I think lovely right hand. Philippe is doing exactly what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Work on the outside. Great turn by Riley.
Nice. Nice body shot. Yeah, Riley's hitting and then standing still, allowing himself to get countered.
Yeah, he is, but nice
right.
But Riley's on his own. This is what we're saying. The game can change at any time. Again,
beautiful shots here.
I think Philippe got a little bit complacent there.
I like what I'm seeing here from Riley. I did mention at the end of that second round it's going to be difficult for him waking up tomorrow.
Yeah.
But for both guys, they've been hit with some
Riley
huge
needs
punches.
to leave it now. He needs to leave it all out. He needs to just go for it now.
That's what we need to see if he wants to win that fight.
Throw some, throwing the rock over a wall kind of punches.
Oh.
Lovely push kick from Philippe.
Tried a little backhand there.
See, if I was there now, I'd start punching him in the head off the ropes there, just tapping the head, you know.
Yeah, you need to get as
Need
much
to
work
put
in.
that into him, put that in.
Nice overhand. Not sure if he landed, but both guys definitely put on a show, put on a...
Oh, that was a great
to be
fight.
proud of the
lads.
game.
Great fight.
Fight of the night. After
So
two.
far, man. Jeez, do you know what I love there is what we were talking about is that a fight can change at any moment. I just think with Riley, he done that bit too much too late.
It's always important that first 2 rounds, when it's such a short fight, you need to put everything. You don't have a long time to actually read your opponent in a 6-minute fight.
And Philippe's a little show star. Look at him, he's flexing in there. He was comfy when he came out at the start of the fight. He was leaning on the ropes, just taking it all in, and he's got the makings of being a young superstar. So hopefully we see him in the sport in another fight in a few months or a year's time and see where he's at.
Well-deserved round of applause there. Hand it over
Ladies
to
and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision. And the winner in the yellow corner, Philippe Walczak. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is a N-Class 62 kg contest to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of LMT, make some noise for Sam Burn. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Champagne, please make some noise for Riley English.
Okay, Sam Burn, Ryan English here. Third bout of the evening. Let's get this party started.
62.5 kilos inside that ring. Well, not in total.
You'd actually
but
say
you know what I mean. Yeah,
124.
124. My
Quick
maths
maths.
ain't that good. No, joke. A few too many lefts and rights to the head now. Stop them additions going well. 2 legs look calm and composed though.
Yeah, I think a more focused, composed look on Ryan English's face.
Yeah.
He's done this before.
Sharp hands from Sam Byrne off the mark there. Ooh. Start that balance off the kick though. Can't be leaving it there. Okay. We've got an aggressor. Bit more of a smooth back foot fighter at the start.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sharp by Byrne. Just needs to sort his balance out with them kicks though. Can't keep falling. Lovely, that's it. Now the kicks are starting to fire up by Sam.
I think Ryan looks like a slick fighter. He is getting caught a little bit, but he's quite smooth with his work.
Again though, is the early start of round one, you know, Sam can tire out with that much explosiveness. It's like 1% every shot, especially when you go at that speed. I think he's starting to feel it now a bit more English. He's starting to understand how he needs to work with Sam.
His mouth's wide open. Gets hit up against the rope.
Sam needs to keep that faking going. That faking works well.
Nice slip in there from Sam Byrne.
I realise that Riley is coming with more power than what Sam is coming at. Sam is just maintaining.
From that, yeah, that's true. He is kind of awkward from that southpaw stance, though, Sam.
Do you know when you have like a street fighter?
Nice left.
With the power output.
Beautiful like combinations now, yeah.
Sam is maintaining that, whereas Riley is Xing that all out every time.
Good first round there, I enjoyed that.
Sam's confident, go back to the corner, but so he should. He was smart with his movement in that round.
How do you figure out a southpaw fighter? How does Riley English get around that tricky style?
Step strong. So if you're obviously orthodox, you're going to be stepping with your left. Just step with that left and boot that right foot off the inside leg and the outside. You know, I mean, anytime I've dealt with orthodox is trying to get me, the one thing they try and do is whack me with their right side.
So that's from experience.
Yeah, that's just from feeling it. But that's all I'd say really is, because if you try and look for an answer, it's going to get complicated. Establish good shots. Okay. Control the ring. Like, you see fighters off the time walking themselves into the corner. If you're going to do that without knowing, you're going to land a good shot or two, and next thing you know, you're stuck in the corner. That's when they can explode back.
And then as the southpaw fighter, how do you exploit an orthodox fighter? Because you're obviously going up against orthodox more than someone's coming up against someone with your style, right?
For me, it's always the midsection. The midsection breaks quicker than the chin. Once you can establish some good shots at maybe a straight right hand or a T, that is the one you want. But Sam coming out strong, but English catching with a left hook. But will that be enough though?
Sam's got really nice boxing here. I've noticed he's very slick with the punches here.
He bounces in and out nice.
Yeah, good head shots. Movement.
See that there, little hop back and establishing the stance.
Really nice. His footwork's pretty nice as well. Yeah, you can see almost like a corkscrew uppercut while on the move.
Riley trying to egg him on. I think Riley needs to worry about blocking the shots before egging him on more. Lovely left hook.
If he allows Sam to get these combinations off, it's going to be tricky to avoid that third, that fourth shot with the power behind it.
Yeah. And as you can see, Sam's raising up he's raising up that right leg a bit, and he's trying to see the hands jitter from English. That lovely right kick is landing nice.
Yeah, the movement combinations from Sam's.
Oh, big left hand.
Wow.
That was a slip left hand.
Wow.
That was a McGregor moment.
I'm lost for words. That was just, you almost blink and you miss that.
I just caught that.
The work was so smooth.
Sam full of confidence now. He's going to land it again.
Fantastic work. It looks like the beginning of the end here.
Props to Riley for getting back up, but he needs to do a bit more moving out of the way. Oh, he's dropping the hands out with the shots. Another left hand landed on the button by Sam.
All credit deserved. Riley's got
he's tough as
a warrior. You know?
He's still one shot away though. He can still change this fight. Again, Joe, two young lads.
Yes.
Putting it all in there. Riley is not one bit out of this fight.
Sam Birha does look to be having fun in there, though.
I'd love to see now, like the last fight, will he come out, listen to his corner and give it shocks? Because, you know, Sam Birha is a lovely agile mover, and to beat a lovely agile mover, you got to squash him like a fly, and you got to try and put the pressure on him. It's hard, it takes a lot of cardio, but that's why we have 6 and 8 week fight camps to build that. So we'll see now if Riley English has been putting in the work to put in that graft for the last round now to make it his own.
Yeah, great first two though. You can see the guys at LMT, just a little example, shadow boxing, just telling Sam what he could do to potentially end the fight. I suppose he's going to be looking for the finish here. He does get caught here, but he evades most of the shots and manages to land some of his own at the same time. Really slick.
Switches stance quite nicely as well. Went to orthodox for a second on that combo.
All the more confusing for Riley English.
In my personal opinion, any fight, Jim, you should always be doing southpaw and orthodox work. I don't like hearing that, I'm an orthodox or I'm a southpaw. No, you have to be both to be good in this game. Yeah,
switch hitting is so important. You see the best in the world in MMA and boxing. Being able to switch hit is so important.
100%. It separates the top dogs from the average Joe. Do you know what I mean? It separates them.
Switch hitting aside, you have Sam Birha ahead.
I do, yeah. He's doing a lot more work. He's landing a lot more clean shots. You know. Oh, big shot landed again. Nice. He's still in. Right, Riley needs to absolutely empty the tank now. Looks like it's nearly there, but he just needs to give it socks.
He looks tired.
Sam is
hands down.
And
that is the end of the fight. Just as we say, he needs to give it his all. That time has come just before the final bell. And for Sam Birha, fantastic performance and a lot to work on for Riley English, but also so much to be proud of.
100%. And Riley English is no less of a top fighter going into that fight. He went in, he got back up off every shot, you know. He wore shots well, and he also landed. When you watch back through that fight, he landed a good few established shots and nearly wobbled Sam. So, great performance by both, but Sam pulling away with the win. It'd be interesting to see what's next. Sorry for Sam.
No, of course.
This fight.
Absolutely entertaining fight, and as you say, when they're both coming forward like that and taking shots, but also giving it back, it's all the more entertaining to watch. So 3 fights down here, and we're having a good night so far. Thank you all for joining us.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee putting a stop to the contest. The winner in the yellow corner, Sam Birha. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is a 60 kg N class to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of white bear. Make some noise for Leo Kirkman. Fighting out of a red corner, fighting out of titanium. Put your hands together for Charlie Simpson.
Okay, Charlie Simpson versus Leo Kirkman here, 4th bout of the evening. We have Titanium versus White Bear.
Loving what he's done with his hair. He's got a few stars put in his hair, so he's hopefully going to be the star of the night. Again, 2 keen beans in the ring there, both full of energy coming in. We've seen Charlie Simpson coming in, bouncing on the walkway out.
Early. A little more of an energetic start here.
Right hand landing a couple of times there for Leo. Oh, there again.
Nice right hand, he's throwing everything.
There again. It's non-stop.
Pinging his head right back. Both leaving himself open.
Charlie needs to let his legs go.
Yeah.
He's getting too much involved in a boxing fight with Leo at the minute, and Leo's having too much dominance on it with his range.
Yeah, I was about to say the distance, the length of his arms. It's a lot easier to let your punches fly.
Of course, as you can see, what great shot there by Charlie. What are you stopping for? That's it. See, now Charlie needs to put that work rate on. He should have been standing his ground more.
Throwing shots with no defence, you're bound to get caught. And he has been there. Now it's a back and forth war already in the first round. 50, 60 shots thrown already from both guys. That would be 120.
Tonight's the maths lesson. You get that. But now see again, Charlie's on the back foot again. He needs to be back on that front foot, because as we can see and tell, Leo can't take the shot as well.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Charlie, when he counters, that's when he finds his best work, because Leo's overextending. If he can slip that punch, Charlie, and then come on the inside with Charlie, Leo, who's not defending his shots very well, that's when he can find his best shots, best work, and land the best punches possible.
They do need to remind the boys this is Thai boxing, so they need to start letting their kicks go, because that will break a lot of that gas tank energy. You're using your hands, all that. I remember training at a boxing gym for the first time once, and I figured out how hard boxing actually is, because you can't use any other weapons. You can only use your hands.
It didn't feel like I saw one kick the whole of that round.
Probably counted 3 kicks in the whole round. But let's see what the corner is saying to their fighters. Now, these are 2 young fighters. Corner teams are going in. Leo's getting told what he needs to do.
I think Charlie has found his best work countering, as I said earlier on. Where do you think Leo's found his best rhythm so far?
He found his rhythm when Charlie was on the back foot, but Charlie has smelt blood. He's landed a couple of shots, and it's going to be hard for Leo now, because look at this. See, Charlie's come forward straight away. He's kicking more, so that's good. Both of them are. Can't use the hip throws in Thai boxing. Chin tucks Charlie, land a heavy shot in a low kick, and that'll work her way in.
Nice shots to the head. Adding in those kicks now, like we said. Beautiful counter left.
See, Charlie needs to work out into that centre of that ring now again. Get Leo into the corner.
Yeah, if he's able to walk him down, then...
Leo needs to get them straight shots going again. When he was throwing him in round 1, he had him lovely at his range.
I think he was worried when he got caught there and kind of slowed down after that, but you can see him now, if he does get those shots and let them land, it does work.
Yeah. Oh, big left hand.
It's the counters from Charlie again and again and again.
See, after that low kick, see the way his hands went down lower. Charlie to loop him with a shot after that if he wants to have any hope of putting him on his bum.
Now when you add in those kicks, a lot more for Leo to deal with.
It's like a whole different fight. The lads are putting on a much better fight now with the kicks involved.
Nice left. Sign of respect between them. Both landing big shots here. Charlie, I think, getting the better of a lot of these exchanges, though.
He is.
The first to throw, which is important in a fight like this.
Let that right leg go. Look, every time Charlie dips his head to the left, he drops his hand. See there again, drops the hand. If Leo let that right head kick go, or right mid kick, he might catch Charlie in the head.
Nice work there.
Good shot.
He's using that left hand.
Bless him, he's apologising for landing a heavy shot. Great fight from both lads, though.
I think we called that pretty well after the first. You said add in more kicks. He did. I said the counter was working. Maybe they can hear us, Kieran.
The corner team have our mics linked up. We're helping them, really. No, great corner work as well from both gyms, spotting where their fighters needed to improve for the round 2, because at the end of the day, they both were trying to take each other's heads off from round 1, but with no structure. And I feel now they've added that structure in.
Yeah, Charlie with a really good second round. I think this is going to be a difficult one to call.
What do you have it as? Who would you have?
I'm not sure. I think the beginning of the first round, Leo was ahead, and then Charlie caught him. And then the second round was definitely Charlie's, in my opinion. So it just depends how much of that first round you give to Leo.
Yeah, I think Leo needs to hit and move now.
Yeah, hit and move. If he doesn't stand there after getting hit, like you've just seen, he is now available for open shots.
We see the difference when. Oh, I love the exchange. Oh, gave us back way too easy. See, that right kick isn't too hard for him to land. If he threw a right hand and threw that right kick, he could have a good success with landing on the chin. Lovely right kick though or left kick from Charlie. Yeah,
his gas tanks is impressive. He's throwing everything at these shots, but he still has more.
That slip left hand again.
As you can see, no deep breaths coming from the body language of Charlie Simpson. It doesn't look like he's anywhere near the end of what he's got to give.
Charlie, another southpaw.
Nice. That one looked like it stung though. Almost gave the back there.
He's talking to him. Charlie's giving a bit of waffle in there.
A bit of waffle.
Yeah.
What do you think he's saying?
Probably saying with that slip left hand again.
The mind games here in round 3.
Probably ask him where he got his haircut. Yeah, Charlie seems to be walking away with this now a little bit more throughout this round. Actually on the back foot and letting Leo come in.
Oh, beautiful counter.
That left hand has been there all night.
Make him miss, make him pay. That's what we're seeing here. Some more the boxing work. Adding in some kicks.
Big hooks coming from the waist of Charlie.
2-1 at worst for Charlie Simpson there. Brilliant performance. And when you have that haircut and win, all the better.
All the better. All the better. But you're always good there, as we saw 2 keen young lads at the start of the first round, and then you seen one of them taking the fight away in his way. Leo still very much in the fight the whole time, but just had to adapt a bit better with the distancing, I think, you know.
Yeah, I think if he could learn to use his range better, because he's the taller fighter, and if you can stick and kind of move a little bit more, adding some kicks, then I think he'd find his best work there in the future. We have the main man Charlie behind us now. Anything you have to say? Were you watching this fight? He's busy. We'll be back soon.
Now on to our decision with Rob the MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision. All in favour, our winner in the red corner, Charlie Simpson.
Here we go with fight number 5, our first female fight of the night. We have Avishka Attanyake versus Erin Cunningham. So I think just starting out a bit of a hair. Something about that red corner, people having their hair started. Oh no, it's a necklace.
Here she comes, ready to fight. Let's go. And we're underway. Erin versus Avishka.
Explosive start. Lovely clinch exchanges. Working the outside well.
Knees to the body from both girls.
Avishka needs to do a little bit more of her hands in the clinch than punch. Establish a good grip. Erin working on the outside now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see she's noticed that Avishka's throwing everything at her, so she just stands a little bit further back and then tries to come inside. As you can see her sticking the jab out, trying to avoid those fast shots from Avishka.
That jab is working lovely for Erin.
That could be a key to winning this fight.
There she's getting a lot of dominance in the clinch. See, Avishka's not doing much with her hands, so if I was Erin, I'd step in and start trying to out-clinch her and gas her out for that second round. Jab in, kick, and then work into that clinch. So I don't think Avishka wants to be in the clinch that much.
No. Yeah, you can see these hands of Erin Cunningham could become a problem here. Seems to be having a little effect on Avishka.
I think one of
so
them
far.
knees just hurt her there. Clinch had a slight pause. That's it, more of them knees.
Even when they're not thrown.
Oh, it's hurt. Body's hurt, I think, there. I think Erin's hurt the body. She smells blood. Yeah.
Could be fearing the worst here.
Avishka now is going to be facing a very aggressive Erin coming at her, so she'd want to land a solid right down the middle or engage into the clinch herself.
Good first round for Erin Cunningham. Yeah, I think there was a worried look on the face of Avishka there towards the end of that round.
Do you know what? I'd rather 10 punches to the head than one hard body shot. You know, the body, it never lies. When the body hurts, you see everyone's face, it just drops.
You mentioned a moment ago that it's easier to get to the body, quicker to affect the body, I should say.
Yeah. Much more. And I feel like, because the hands are up so high a lot of the times, for some of the fighters, the teep is such a good weapon mixed in with, like, low kicking doesn't come with much damage if you're blocking well or whatever, but it comes with a nice distraction. So if you go low, kick mid, and then come in with a nice established teep or push kick to the belly, you can catch someone as they're breathing. And then work in from there with the knees.
How do you think Avishka could avoid the shots from Erin? There's some kicks thrown in there as well. It's difficult for her to know how to react in this situation, especially with a tough end to that first round.
I'm not sure now. I think Erin knows what the job is to do, so I think Avishka now, unless she pulls something out of the bag, it's going to be a tough round for her now.
Yeah, maybe a bit more experience on the side of Erin. She looks to be overwhelming Avishka here.
High volume, yeah, you're right. The volume is extremely high. And it's like when she gets there, her hand position, Avishka needs to start fishing her hands and are getting a grip. But she kind of leaves her hands there, whereas Erin is full control now. She can pull her where she wants, she can pull her head down, and now the knees are hurt, and you can see when the hand comes across the body, them knees are not nice for Avishka. However, she's not out of the fight.
I think Erin's just a bit too fast with the jabs and the right hands, because Avishka's trying to land some shots, but when Erin's coming in and out quickly, maybe not be the cleanest work, but she's not allowing Avishka to do anything with her hands.
If she tuck that chin when she's walking from the outside, keep that right hand tight and do a double or triple jab and land a knee, you'll find that land fairly quick for her, because Avishka, she comes up with her hands up. So she works a straight and then in with something to the body. Bang. Avishka working the dirty box and in the clinch.
Nice right from Avishka.
See, she still has the shots as Erin's coming in.
But again, that overwhelming sense of pressure from Erin Cunningham has won that second round as well.
You can see it in the corners, you know. You got Erin back, she's back sat down listening, but Avishka did get caught with a knee there just as the close of round 2 came there.
And the fact that Avishka's standing up here after 2, it shows that she's still willing to go out there and battle. She's not losing stamina, she's got good conditioning, so that's a good sign. And maybe if you're Erin looking like she's taking some deep breaths actually, she's going to be looking over there thinking, oh, she's still got some more left in the tank. That could be something she's got to worry about as well.
Well, you've seen a couple of times she landed some lovely right hands on the back foot as Erin was coming in. The question is, though, is maintaining the shot after that. If you see something happen, can you land another one? Can you step in with a kick? Sometimes one is just not enough. Where I think if she was to land that one solid shot and then land another one, Erin would then be less forward.
I think you can tell the volume and the pressure that Erin's put on her is kind of got to her a little bit. She looks more tired of the 2. But Avishka has to swap and do exactly what Erin was doing to her this third round if she wants to get the win, because she could be 2 down here.
She's still meeting every scrap exchange. She's still meeting it, you know. There we go, yeah. Another right hand there through the middle.
Yeah, answering everything that's been thrown her way, yeah.
What's gotten her in this fight is the clinch. You know, she'll go home after this, she'll watch this and hopefully get back to the gym next week and start working a bit more on her clinch defence and her position and her positions, because she's not been doing bad on the outside as much. It's more when Erin gets into that clinch position and landing them knees that's taken the gas out of her. There, see, she's not doing anything with her hands. She needs to have her head up more, swooping the hands in on the inside, but she's using them now to protect the belly. Erin just needs to hit and move now. If I was their corner, I'd be saying just hit and move. I think she's trying to chase the finish though, so I don't blame her. But see there.
Yeah, she's done enough to win this fight. I think she could perhaps sit back, but she obviously wants to take this as an opportunity to try and get the finish, as you say. Of course. And she's not having too much success, but she's also finding some things that she could potentially exploit in this last 60 seconds, maybe less now. Good end to the fight. I think Erin will be happy with her performance.
Of course, and Avishka will be happy as well that she stayed in there. You know, she got 8 counted in the first round. The second round, she got a big hit towards the end of the round, and she never came out of each round shy. You know, the venue looking like it's filling up lovely. This crowd is going to be electrifying tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait for that main event. We're going to be talking a lot about that, so we'll save that chat for a little while. But it is building up, and you can hear the buzz.
You're luring me in there like bait on a fishing rod, Joe. I was about to gear up.
We just can't wait. We just can't wait. Hand it over to our MC for the decision of our first women's bout of this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision. And all our judges in favour, the yellow corner, Erin Cunningham. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 92 kg K1 amateur bout to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of K-Star Legacy, make some noise for Cameron Wellington! Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Leicester Shoot Fighters, please make some noise, Rupert Pritchard-Jones!
Legacy versus Leicester Shoot Fighters.
Birmingham versus Leicester.
Yeah, and if size means anything, we may have already seen the decision, but both guys coming in here with some good experience under their belt.
Two very well-established gyms.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Damien Trainers, K-Star Legacy, and then out of Leicester Shoot Fighters, we have UK #1 Charlie O'Neill. So these men are not shy of training partners.
Be interesting to see how Rupert can manage the reach that he's going to have. Or the power that Cameron's going to have. Is he going to use that? And it looks like he is so far.
So Cameron's coming in very strategic. Hands tight. Not doing too much extra as was needed, but the jab is working well for Rupert.
Been caught there with a couple of shots, Cameron. Rupert with some nice boxing, quick feints, nice movement, stepping backwards, avoiding the shots too. Stunning Cameron a little bit here. Fast.
Rupert needs to stay with that range.
Yeah, fast in and out quickly.
Keep popping it, because Cameron's not coming dangerously quick at the minute, but he's still there.
Yeah, he can't find his way to his eyeballs, to the back of his head, if you like, Cameron. He's struggling a little bit with the range so far.
First minute of the round gone.
He's caught the chin a little bit, not the cleanest shot, but that jab does finally get through. And another jab there, get through.
Jab and kick Rupert needs to know. Just jab and kick for now. He's got 2 more rounds after this, well, we hope anyway. Picking the shots, picking the shots.
Nice, yeah, Cameron working on the inside. If he can get him up against the ropes, I think he'll find some success. Rupert the other way, trying to do the same thing. Catches him, I think, with a little right hand there. Overhand misses. Here we go, against the ropes. This is where Cameron finds himself.
Big bombs landed by Cameron.
Oh, it's... If Rupert has him against the ropes, it's a problem, and vice versa.
There we go. See that
yeah, he
range
needs to
there.
move out of the way. Great first round.
Two very big clash of styles there. I think from the start, the first 30 seconds of this round 2 is going to see where the fight's going to go.
I can't call it so far. I think Cameron, when he can box and land shots on the inside, like I said, against the ropes, he's been successful. But he's also struggled from afar. So they both have to use their own skill set to their advantage and kind of work out each other's at the same time. It's a really close first round that we've just seen.
Rupert has been a bit more snappier than Cameron, though. I can see at the end of that round Cameron was going on the back foot a little bit more, and that's a small telltale just on levels of fitness on the early stages. However, we're always one shot away.
Yeah, Rupert's the bigger guy as well, carrying a lot of muscle mass, but he seems in good nick here after one. I think Rupert does seem the better conditioned, a bit more energetic here in the start of the second. Nice burst from Cameron though. Trading kicks. Nice shots from Cameron. Wellington.
Nice, he's holding the position of the ring nicely now. There was nothing wrong with that shot, Rupert. That was completely fine.
Yeah, ropes.
Cameron needs to now just establish on that jab. He's throw a right hand and a kick at the end.
Ooh.
Just like that right hand.
Wow, big.
Now
big
Rupert
bombs.
needs to use that range. He needs to kick. He needs to use that range. Hit
Cameron
that
taunting him.
See there, when Rupert has his hands high and Cameron works, he can use a long knee to stab into the middle of there. Nose is busted on Rupert now.
Great fight, back and forth. Literally, they take 3-4 seconds each and just go all out. Body, head. Left and rights now.
Rupert needs to let them kick score a little bit more. He could be outscoring Cameron, but he's worrying too much about keeping the jab going. See that there and kick. Just catch him on the arms. We're on to our last 20 seconds of round 2. Big left hook over the top by Cameron.
I think both guys could be exploiting the body more. Wow.
See there, that's the kicking that we needed to see.
Fantastic second round. Really enjoying this fight.
Right, I was thinking at the end of round 1, Cameron was slowing down fitness-wise. I'm now saying Rupert is slowing down fitness-wise.
I think the size of him in comparison to Cameron is just going to play a factor naturally.
But he's doing too much he doesn't need to do. He doesn't need to be in there. He just needs to be keeping it rangy.
Yeah.
You know, he's throwing the jab, but he's staying flat-footed within that jab. He's not throwing the jab and coming back, like what we've seen with Sam Byrne. When he was popping that jab and bouncing out of it, then working his return shot off the slip. I'm not saying he needs to move drastically, but he just needs to jab and be a little bit more, because he's got the range.
If you've got the range, you need your footwork to match, right?
100%. See Damien Traynor giving wise words to Cameron, one of the biggest legends in UK Muay Thai.
Absolutely here. Sending his man out for the third and final round.
Right, let's see if this goes the distance this last round.
It really is all to play for. I'm not sure who's up, not sure who's down, but there might be no need for scorecards in this one.
No. Rupert needs to work them kicks. Look, he's taking too much to the leg now. I can see Cameron taking this fight away because he's holding the established position in the ring.
Good body shot there, found the stomach of Rupert. Yeah, head body there. He works that well, not as often as he should. Nice uppercut there from Rupert. Getting hit in return with that body shot again and again and again.
Big jab landing on the chin of Rupert.
Landing with full force.
Okay, we're coming on to our last minute of round 3. Who wants it more?
Cameron showing he does right now. Putting everything on the line. And it's all landing on the chin of Rupert. Still walking down.
You know, I see Cameron throw a big mid-kick. Well, knee counts even better.
Still in this fight. Cameron is giving everything, but Rupert is still managing to survive and land a few of his own. Maybe not as many as he'd like. Just under 30 seconds to go now.
Pop that jab with a big right over the top. Rupert is landing some lovely
right
straights.
From Rupert, return by Cameron. Seems as if K-Star will be coming out on top. What a fight. What a fight. Beautiful display of Muay Thai.
Well, I tell you what, they landed a lot of boxing on each other. I think Rupert could have done a lot more with his range and could have just worked them kicks a bit more on the outside. He would have had a less aggressive fight with Cameron because that fight kind of played out exactly how I felt it would have played out for Cameron. Just with Rupert, I think he needs to watch this fight back and utilise more of his weapons more, not just stick with the hands as much.
Yeah, it was a good first round for Rupert, but Cameron found his way. I think he used that first to actually learn, find the range. I said early on in the fight that he was trying to get that distance, and once he found it, it felt like easy work.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision, and all our judges scoring the contest in favour of the yellow corner, Cameron Wellington! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 48 kg in-class contest to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of Team USF, make some noise for Lizzie Russell! Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of titanium, please put your hands together for Jennifer Zealand!
Our second female bout of the night, we have Jennifer Zealand versus Lizzie Russell. Both of them are powerful walkout tunes. I love a good walkout tune, Joe. You know?
Oh, I'm the same. I think it's important to get that feel, that buzz, just as you see the crowd for the first time. I can't speak from a fighter's perspective, though. Talk to me. How does it feel?
It's class. It's class. I almost love that more than the fight.
I'd be the same.
It gets you, and for me, it shows a bit of the fighter before you meet them.
It doesn't hurt as well.
Well, if you trip over the ropes.
Yeah, maybe it does then. Like a WWE start, straight into the clinch.
Run out with a chair. So great work from both ladies starting off. Lizzie showing that she's controlling the clinch a little bit more. I say that now. And Jennifer has a stronger position. Jennifer being the more harder working at the minute. Good team from Lizzie. She was happy with that team. Don't blame her. Jennifer looking to be more successful with her hands. Her boxing's very crisp.
Yeah, she's got nice hand work, in and out, nice combinations, body head. And you can tell even with the kicks as well, she throws them quite slick, with some speed too.
See, for me, it's that distance maintenance. She went from one side of the ring to the other, working the double jab, and landed a nice body shot at the end, you know. There against that double jab, it's landing lovely. Lizzie needs to let them push kicks and teeps work a little bit more. She had good success with them at the very start of the round.
Yeah, Jennifer's just a lot slicker with her work, isn't she? Even with that body shot there, that could be the end of the fight. She pulled that all the way back and put everything into that shot. Wow.
She has a very crisp boxing stance, though, doesn't she? She has them elbows tucked nice on the shelf. She's going to load it again, or will we run out of time?
You can absolutely tell when they come from a boxing background or have a lot of experience in that field. And you really could early on here. That was a beautifully pulled back body shot and executed so well.
It's the elbow dip. She went across right
absolutely.
Elbow top and scooped that right in. Now this is the trick. We're going into round 2. Lizzie's corner, I'm going to be telling her everything she's been working to maintain a good distance, I should imagine.
And defend that body.
But Jennifer smells that blood now.
Oh, yes, of course.
But Lizzie can recover. All I know is that when that body's targeted, that's 5% gone out of you, 10% gone out of you. You got to work off that now. history on this show so far. You know?
Talking about the importance of those as well. The most iconic one I can remember is in the MMA world. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic in the second fight. Daniel Cormier was winning, gets hit with one body shot, and then the fight was near enough over, and history was written from body shots.
I actually watched that fight the other day.
Yeah.
Quite funny. Really
Great fight, and it shows the importance of mixing up your strikes, right?
So here we go now, clinching to start the second round. Oh, good sweep by Lizzie. She's trying to hunt for that body shot.
Yeah, I think it could get too predictable if she does keep searching the same thing.
Lizzie needs to work. When she's throwing them straight to the face, throw some mid-kick, score. She could land her own heavy body shot herself.
I think, Lizzie's trying to find out how to attack.
That teep is working nice.
Jennifer. I think, Lizzie's struggling to find out how to attack Jennifer though.
Pull the elbows down. Lizzie's pull them elbows down. Now kick on that disengage. I find here in UK Thai a lot of the time they don't work on that disengage enough. So once the clinch has been separated, work him with a shot straight away. Because there's like a slight second you have there to capitalise on a shot.
I wish we could see, or you guys could see in the broadcast booth, I'm getting live explanations of how to do this from Kieran. Live examples.
Well, you know, down at JD, every day we're working on becoming better and better fighters. And since I've gone to JD, a lot of my traditional Thai has gone through the roof, you know, with clinching and catch kicking. And there's so many gaps that I see that fighters can just outscore that little bit more and catch their opponent out of breath, which will make a massive difference. Oi, good teep from Jennifer on her own.
Yeah, I think she's able to back down Russell here because she's so consistent with her shots and she's not letting in, she's not resting, and that just allows Russell to not gain any momentum.
So I think the round there took a big turn. You know, I think we felt like Lizzie was going to get dropped again, but I think what we've seen there was a classic case again of that was a very busy round one. Jennifer was on the toes, she was sharp, which was great, but that second round you could see a lot of that power, a lot of that speed had come away, you know.
Yeah, it was the best round, the closest round so far of the two. 2 minutes to go.
Here we go now for our third and final round. Lizzie versus Jennifer. Jennifer in the red, Lizzie in the yellow. Jennifer on top of the scorecards, I'd say, from her 8 count in the first round, and then the second round still maintaining quite a good volume and shot establishment. However, the third round is there for the taking. See how much Lizzie wants it and what shots she can land.
All about the volume in these short 6-minute fights. How many punches can you let off?
Oh, the body shot landing again. Not looking like it affected Lizzie too much.
I think she's able to defend it a little better. I'm not sure if the impact is as much, clearly not as was in the first round.
I reckon the first one she was taking a breath. It caught her when she was breathing.
Yeah.
Because then when she don't like she's taking them well, but I'd say she's seeing them, completely. She's engaging the elbow to the body. Halfway through our third round.
Two tough girls here.
Yeah. Very tough.
To Lizzie Russell.
See, the teep is working well. She should be working that teep more throughout the fight. And she could win that fight just off using that teep. You know, off balancing, fake the teep, then into a right hand. There's so much you can work just off them. I call them the jab and cross of their legs. You know?
Yeah, that's a good description. I think the pressure is becoming an issue for Russell. She needs to act fast now.
This is where we're seeing the championship camps, who's been doing them. We're under 20 seconds from our decision.
Yeah, even in the clinches, you just expect a little bit more from Lizzie Russell. I'm sure she's tired now and seems exhausted at the end of the fight, but credit to both girls putting on a great fight here at Leapfrog Fight Night 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 63 kg in-class contest to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Introduce you, fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of K-Star Legacy. Please put your hands together for Ruben Birha. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of just my time. Please make some noise for Nickols.
Here we go, interesting stare down for Harvey Nickols. Oh my God, is this the shopping brand? Is it Harvey Nickols versus Ruben Birha? I wonder if Harvey's got any deals for me after the fight. So, here we go. Big explosive start by Mr. Nickols. Ruben notably taller than the two. In the two, should I say, sorry. Again, explosive round one from Harvey. Doesn't want to gas himself out too much now. See, with 3-round fights, it is a lot more difficult because you only have 3 rounds to get the job done. When you have the 5-rounders, that's when you're looking at more of a journey of a fight where you've got to be strategic and your output on each round. Me personally, I think you have to be fit for 5 hard rounds without a doubt, or 3 hard rounds without a doubt.
But then you have to add on obviously the pressure of fighting. So if you're doing 5-minute rounds in the gym, even that sometimes is difficult to account for 3 2-minute rounds on the night.
So you got to remember, 5-minute rounds are a way different energy output.
Of course, yeah.
You actually would find that doing a 3-minute round hard would be different to doing a 5-minute
Absolutely.
round.
Soft.
You slow down a little bit, you wrestle a bit, or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, I just think you should be fit for every round for 100%. You know, I've had fights where I've had to do 100%, and I think it shows a lot more to the judges. But you can win a fight with half a gas tank less than your opponent. That's the beauty of Thai. You can hit and move, you can score beautifully, nullify timing.
Yeah, if you do it right, absolutely. Yeah.
That was a lovely defence there by Ruben. You've seen Harvey try to get his head under Ruben's arm to get his back, and Ruben turned quick and stopped him from taking his back, which in Muay Thai is a massive score.
He must get that a lot, Harvey Nickols. Poor man.
Right, so it'll be interesting to see now how Harvey comes out in the second round. He was the main man that round.
K-Star Legacy's second fight of tonight.
Ooh. Ah. So the card is coming out lovely, guys. We are not far off our main card. The fights are flowing through, so make sure you get your tea and biscuits ready. Order your Dominoes or whatever you need to order before the crack is on even more than what it already is.
Tea and biscuits on a Saturday night?
Ah, come on now. For the rest of you, get your Stella Artois ready.
The crowd is building up nicely, though, so...
We are not endorsed by them, so...
Not yet, not yet. Nice start to round 2.
Okay, Harvey looking a little bit more composed. He's not being as explosive, but he's waiting for Ruben to come in. Ruben needs to use his reach. He's tall, he's got the long arms, long legs.
How does Harvey avoid that? How does he box on the inside?
Well, I think you're seeing it there. He's stepping in at the right time. He's timing his stepping. He's not making it too awkward. He's putting the pressure on Ruben. He knows that Ruben, every time he takes steps back. So I don't think Harvey needs to change much of what he's doing. You know, he's see that there, a little bit too much of a lean though at trying that left hand.
Sometimes when you're the smaller fighter, you need to be in so quickly, and he just misses there because he wasn't.
Of course, yeah. And I find sometimes they overstep the mark sometimes. Oi, that would have been a nice kick. Sometimes they overstep what they think they need to do. Yeah. She's not that much shorter than him.
Overthrowing, yeah, for sure. Overextending, but it looks like he's landing a few of these shots. Not the cleanest work.
Both lads not seeming too out of sync in the clinch. They are seeming quite roughly on the same level. Lovely knee by Ruben. And also a lovely turn by Harvey, winning that exchange. So for any of you at home that are unaware of why people get thrown to the ground, this can count as a big score in Thai boxing as it off-balances your opponent and it shows their weight distribution. Also, if you have lads in a clinch exchange and you're kneeing for knee, if you time a sweep and put someone on their bottom, that shows that you've won that exchange. Clinching's a whole different fight. Like, it's since I started getting better at clinching, I've had to imagine fighting without punching and kicking. I've had to imagine what is the arm battles about, what's the head positioning about, you know. You can use your forehead as such a weapon in fighting. For me, like even in like small gloves, it sounds tapped if you headbutt people's hands. When they're punching, a stronger neck, I don't advise it because you might get a bit of concussion, but you have to find a way of defending and using that head to your advantage. Someone wants to hit it, so you have to use it as a defense mechanism as well. And in the clinch, you're driving your forehead to someone's neck. You know, that folds them.
Sounds like pain to me. Okay, underway here, third and final round. As the undercard comes towards an end.
As they're in the clinch here, you can see Ruben could use the side of his head and dig it into Harvey's head a bit more and use that lovely sweep.
There you go.
To fold him and make it worse for him. Oh, a lovely knee by Harvey.
That was fantastic knee to the body.
Harvey's trying to be tricky now with the little inside sweeps to the leg. Another southpaw as well.
Scrappy yet effective work from Harvey. He'll throw 4 and 2 of them will land. But it works. It's working. It's more than we're seeing from his opponent.
See that volume of knees there, whilst Ruben was doing nothing. That is swaying the judges to Harvey.
Absolutely.
Just banging them little knees in. They might not be hurting, but they're active.
So consistent from Harvey. No breaks, no rest. Just front forward pressure throughout the majority, it feels like, of this fight.
What was good is that you've seen him in round 2 slow down a bit at the start. And that's, I think we're stepping now on the lines, guys, at home, that we're starting to see the more strategic pattern of fighters building up throughout the card, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like, you know, everyone has dreams of being main event fighters, but you work your big score by Harvey Nickols up the back. This is what earns you your right to fight on main cards. To any young fighter that has the ambition to do that, this is what you have to show to get yourself up to them top tier cards. lovely knee up the belly from Ruben, but I don't think it's enough to get him away with this fight.
It is over. What more do you think Ruben could have done here?
Ruben just could have used them long knees a bit more, but I feel the barrage and the volume of work that Harvey came at him at round 1 stunned him a bit, and I just felt like he never got his feet together for that fight, you know.
Yeah.
He did land nice knees at different times, but it's just too little too late, and just not enough at the right times.
Let's hear how the judges saw this fight. Over to our MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision. The winner in the red corner, Harvey Nickols. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 55 kg N-class bout to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of K-Star Sheldon, make some noise for Corey Davis! In the red corner, fighting out of Titanium, please put your hands together for Byron Lee!
Here. The co-main event of the undercard, you could call it, here live on YouTube. It's been a great night so far here at Leapfrog Fight Night 6. Kieran, in agreement?
100%. Leicester is bringing out its fine young guns tonight so far, and this is where it's at.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some back and forth fights. We've seen some stoppages. It's had everything you want from a Muay Thai. This kind of show at this level as well. At the moment that we're seeing, it's slowly impressing us more and improving. And when we get onto Talk Sport shortly and onto Leapfrog Fight TV, as we are the whole night, but for the main card exclusively, the level of the fights and fighters is just going to get higher and higher.
Oh, 100%. And it's complementing it. Every fight for me has been complementing the level up, you know, a step up within the card. And but we are seeing here Byron on the back foot, being slightly taller than his opponent Corey. I like how these lads are a bit more composed on this first minute of this round 1, but still landing nice shots on each other.
Yeah, it's not like the crazy start I feel like we've seen for most of the fights so far.
No.
And maybe that is a sign as to what we were saying, when the experience level rises, they take that time at the start of the fight to read their opponents as opposed to just coming out a Hail Mary after 10 seconds, you know.
Corey working a lovely block there in the clinch, but not fulfilling it as Byron then sweeps him, breaking that block down. Ooh, left kick just missing the chin of Corey Davis.
Hits Corey with that one. Corey has him against the ropes though. Yeah. You can see Corey's waiting for that perfect moment, almost like a counter fighter, counter puncher. Even has himself on the ropes there. He walks into the ropes and looks to maybe capitalise on him throwing some shots. Sometimes leads to a difficult kind of fight to watch if you have one fighter waiting for the other to throw.
Exactly, and I think for like the taller fighter as well, being Corey Davis, he can use the ropes to manipulate his shots, so he can increase more power into his kick, he can increase more power into his push kick. However, we did see at the end of that round, Byron was starting to unload some more hands. You've seen a lot of hands in the first part of this preliminary card, you know. It's
Absolutely.
nice to see.
Yeah, I think it's important to get the mixture of different fights at different levels on these shows as well, and it actually makes the main event more exciting. You haven't seen this exact style from these females with this kind of experience too, so all the more exciting for the main card. Round 2 underway now.
You have to be doing the most you can. If you want to fight on these shows, these names, and put yourself out there, you've got to be doing as much training as you can. So if you're working at a boxing gym as well as a Thai boxing gym, you're only adding more to your arsenal with it, you know.
Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. The age-old saying, I think, is true in this situation.
Nice movement there from Corey again, as you were saying, Joe, off the ropes. Slick operator, good kick exchanging. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. But he needs to do something about them little kicks sneaking in.
It's almost as if he's looking for that perfect shot, waiting for him to throw and leave himself open.
Lovely ring craft. Lovely check left hook there off Corey. He's working so well there off the outside. And it's starting to look like it's making Byron a little bit frustrated. You see him coming in, all that footwork to throw that right hand, but then Corey coming off with that kick off the body.
Nice shot.
So Corey is fighting out of a cousin gym in K-Star Sheldon. Great gym, phenomenal fighters there.
Byron has been walking him forward this entire time and trying to find some kind of combination, some kind of shot that can have an impact on Corey. So far it's a little bit more of a cagey one. Shots landing here and there, as you can see.
Corey definitely taking the fight away so far.
It's a clash of two different styles in maybe not the most exciting way we've seen tonight, but it's a higher level, that's for sure. More of a chess match so far after first two.
And he's not getting involved in that war, you know, he's staying. As you see, he's just moving off, and sometimes he has a shot, and sometimes even if he has it but he doesn't have it, he'll spot that. He'll use that time to get his movement around the ring, get more space.
Yeah, it's smart, it shows IQ.
Looking very fit in there as well. Both lads look like the third round is going to be explosive. They're not gassing too much.
We have a lot of fans in here now. Wonder how many are for Connie Grace in the main event.
And the Vasquez main event.
Yeah, she brings a lot. She brings a big family, and it's her birthday, so another reason for us to bring more people tonight. Corey and Byron going at it here for the final 2 minutes of their fight.
So Byron would be going out looking for the kill now. I would say Corey is 2 rounds up. What I like about Corey is he's just waiting. He's not being too crazy.
Patience.
Yeah. Oi.
Oi. Over the ropes there.
Oh, no.
We might have a little injury. Seems like he's struggling to get up, Corey.
Oh, no.
Not a good look. He seems in pain. He seems as if he could be out the fight. He's out the ring, that's for sure. Let's hope he can get back in and continue this final round. Sad to see here. Is he going to carry on? Round of applause, well deserved. Corey Davis steps back into the ring after falling out. Respect of the highest order. If he can get this final bell, if he can hear that with, I think, under a minute to go, then he will more than likely walk away with the victory.
We're going to see the dog in him. He knows he doesn't have to do this, but I know deep down he wants to finish this fight.
We're all hoping ringside here that he can get the job done. Bare minimum, even if he doesn't walk away with the win and the judges saw the fight differently, to get to the end of this fight would be nice, and it looks like that's what we're going to see.
Under a minute left.
Sign of respect by the two men. Seems like he may be struggling to find his balance.
That's it,
straight into the clinch. Perfect strategy.
Thing is, though, it still is every man's fight, so if I was Byron, I'd be trying to boot his leg off.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but
it's still a fight, you know.
Nice right hand.
But Corey is doing the right job. He's moving in and out. He's not allowing him time to kick that leg.
And as tough and as difficult that may have been for Corey, he was able to gain a little bit of energy back.
Lovely movement by Corey. He's doing exactly what he needed. Fair play. You would not think he's just falling out of the ring, would you? Absolutely
not. He's had that explosive output before in the fight, and we can see it here in the last, I'd imagine, 30 seconds. Great fight. Huge respect to Corey Davis. Falls straight back to his bum. Struggling to walk, but he made it to the final bell, and for that, he deserves all the credit in the world. Great fight and great performance overall from both guys. Let's see who walks away with the W.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges have reached a decision. This bout has been scored a majority draw, ladies and gentlemen. Announcing it for both fighters, Byron Lee and Corey Davis.
Come back from falling out of the ring and get a win. That is a story to tell the grandkids. Congratulations, Corey Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a N-Class 65 kg contest to be contested over 3 2-minute rounds. Fighting out of the yellow corner, fighting out of K-Star Legacy, make some noise for Qayyum! Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of fourth dimension, please put your hands together for Hodgeson! Josh Hall to go for the medical, please. Josh Hall to go backstage for his medical, please.
So here we are, ladies and gentlemen at home. This is our final fight of the prelims before we head over to Talk Sport. And we're staying on the app, don't worry about that. We're still here, we ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, but after this fight on YouTube, we'll be on Talk Sport for 2 fights. And then over, of course, as Kieran said, to the main card. This fight, however, is going to be an exciting one before we do so. Another fight for K-Star Legacy and Fourth Dimension.
Taha's showing great strength in the clinch. Got a very strong lock on Gabriel's head. Oh, devastating knees. Lovely clinch position. See how he's swimming them hands through, driving his head into the neck of Gabriel.
Talk to us about the importance of being able to manage and control the clinch.
It's 50% of the game. You know, I often used to look at it, pulling them into them knees. Wow. That's the importance.
Brutal.
See, what Gabriel needs to do is put his hips in, make that gap there a bit smaller. You know? Because all he's doing there by keeping his hips back is allowing Taha to drive more power into them by pulling the head down.
Tries to go for body head there, Mike Tyson style. Lands a few knees in there as well. You can see the redness.
Oh man, Gabriel's midsection. He must be Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, as Terminator, because he's not gone down yet.
It looks extremely brutal, and you can see the nature, the impact of those shots to the body. It's going to hurt in the morning, that's for sure. Right now, though, he's feeling it to the head too. He needs to move out of that clinch.
You know what I'm liking about Taha, though, is he's working well in all areas. When he disengages from the clinch, his boxing's crisp. Step knee is lovely. Man, Gabriel is taking a lot of heavy knees to the body. Fair play to him.
Knee after knee. Brutal work. Head down. Bite down on your mouth guard. He has to get through this. He needs to manage to get out of this clinch as well. He's not managing the distance well.
Oh!
Gabriel.
Oh. A lower shot. So from there, Gabriel was getting outworked in the clinch. However, he still wasn't out. He still held the position with his hands. He was taking a lot more to hit their knees in that round.
Too many.
Still not out of it. We have seen fights change drastically since we started from fight 1, so it would be no different here.
Yeah, you can see in the corner of Gabriel, his head coach is trying to tell him this is how you avoid the clinch, and tell us how is the most effective way of getting out of that.
I think the crossface. Big shout out Alfie Pierce. Crossfaces the hell out of me week in, week out, and he's a foot shorter than me, you know. And the crossface works. It does. It works. You know, from all heights, you just got to be willing to drive that hand in straight across the face.
Straight into the clinch here, as you can see at the start of the second as well. It's causing Gabriel too many problems. It's causing his stomach problems, his head problems as well. But outside of the clinch, Taha is putting the pressure on too. It's looking like Gabriel's having some issues here.
Got the back, give him a little hump. So as you can see there, Taha was trying to do something called a cross block in clinching, okay? That's where you bring your knee across the hip and the foot slanting across both legs. See, he's trying to do it every now and then there, but the problem is that you have to put your weight on their legs. You can't just raise it up and hope that it's going to barricade their knees coming up. Good teep from Gabriel. See, Gabriel's not out of this fight.
Yeah, he's had his best little run in this last 30 seconds of the fight.
Oh, lovely teep.
And you can see here the pressures moving from Gabriel to Taha, walking each other down, taking turns. But it's important Gabriel switches.
I've seen a big turn in this round now. I'm starting to see the fight swaying towards Gabriel's direction, but he has to keep this kind of momentum up. That teep's working lovely. He's to jab and fake that teep, mate.
Wow,
big
nice right hand. Wasn't covered. Hands clearly down from Gabriel.
That was almost one of them picturesque right hands.
Leaving himself way too open. And that was on the back foot as well. Taha was seemingly tired, losing his energy. As you can see here, but now it's against the ropes.
Oh, Taha's down.
Dropped in the second.
After what we've seen in round 1.
Saved by the bell.
There you have it. You now have Gabriel effectively leading the fight now. Even though Taha took round 1, Gabriel closed round 2 significantly much stronger and has got himself an 8 count out. So this doesn't mean Gabriel can work any less. It actually means he has to maintain this now. Taha would be told now by Damien Trainer that, well, I'd like to imagine that you've had a good strong first round, but that 8 count is going to be a big blip in that, so you need to maintain what you had in that first round to have any hope of trying to take the W now.
This one really is going to go down to the final bell, down to the wire, down to who wants it more, down to who has the best strategy to end off what has been a fantastic undercard live on YouTube here at Leapfrog Fight Night 6. Third and final. This is a big one. Caught straight away.
I think both lads know the assignment for this third round.
Give it your all. Avoid the clinch if you're Gabriel. Engage in the clinch if you're Taha.
I tell ya, Gabriel's stomach must be made out of iron or something, because he has taken an incredible amount of knees and a good knee up the back score from Taha there.
Yeah, too many knees I think he's allowed to the stomach.
Oh, Superman attempt by Gabriel, just missing.
Sums up the third round, sums up the fight actually.
Oh!
Wow! Right hand dropped, Taha!
There we go. The momentum is building up for Gabriel.
A late comeback after a slow start to the fight.
You want to watch Taha's overhand now as he comes in, as Taha loves them. And another one! The fight.
He can't believe what he's done here after going down early. One round.
I don't think this fight is going much longer past the next exchange.
It's those hands of Gabriel that are causing huge issues here, huge problems for Taha.
All them knees warmed up the engine.
Wow, and that looks like the end.
And that's it. That is all she wrote. Gabriel Hodgeson from Fourth Dimension stopping Taha with what I'd say was a big shock after that first round. I didn't think Gabriel was going to come back up from that.
You mentioned the fact that we've seen comebacks in this fight card so far. It wasn't over after the first round, and you were exactly right. It was a good second half of the second round. But the first entire half of the entire fight was all in the favour of Taha, really. But Gabriel Hodgeson managed to turn it around and win the fight, not only via decision and a great round 3, a stoppage in round 3. I think those headshots, those body shots, they were just too much. And you can see once he dropped the first time and then got back up and fell down pretty quickly after that, there was too much time for the fight not to
Ladies
be
and
stopped.
gentlemen,
That's exactly what happened.
our winner by TKO in the red corner, Gabriel Hodgeson.
That was the best we've seen so far tonight.